Welcome back to all of those watching inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It's Lion football as we jump right into the action in the first quarter of play. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And this one too low. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Rodriguez. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Rodriguez. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Give him 14 yards that time before a set of downs. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's Pollard again. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of around 5. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Spinning away. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
On second down, it's Rodriguez. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are off. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to
15-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Cards, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davidson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Rodriguez. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So they accept the penalty, of course, and put
defense.
Welcome back to all those watching inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. We're in the second quarter, and it's the Cardinals in control of the football. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rodriguez. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rodriguez. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 2nd and 9 now. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down now, it's Rodriguez, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rodriguez, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. He finds his man complete. That's Davidson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Cade York on now for the field goal. He hit us first, this one from 40 yards out.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
It's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Lions have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw here.
We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And he's going to have the Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Back to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Completion here to Claypool. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. In
officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it is the Chargers who have the lead in the second quarter. Khalil Herbert with a touchdown run.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. For the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Now Brown, he lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside, a turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers, let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something big. Instead, he didn't feel the pressure, and the ball came free.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Rodriguez. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They're going to look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it 1 play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
There's Trumbull, the tight end.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and really what happened in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pollard again. And I don't think he got in.
Pollard diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A little joke. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rodriguez. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodriguez. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Lions on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. He finds his man, and the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That caught by Trimble. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Cardinals' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Claypool with another catch. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 11. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 3rd down, Rodriguez. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And now another one thrown incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rodriguez. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
48 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2nd and 6.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're going to look to throw. And his pass incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And under the Lions pressure. He's brought down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this down to the 10. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll drop to throw. Steps away, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Rodriguez. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Lions, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.